You want to know why I'm doing this Eddsworld retrospective in October? Well, October is the month of Halloween. Today's episode is Halloween related. It's Friday the 13th, and this is the 13th video in my series. Everything just falls into place. Speaking of today's episode, we're talking about Matt Sucks. This one might be pretty short, and in hindsight, I probably could have done this and the 2007 Halloween special in the same video, but who cares? We're doing it now, so let's go. It starts with Matt going trick-or-treating wearing the pink bunny costume from A Christmas Story, and then he gets bitten by a vampire. Don't you just hate when that happens? I can hardly ever go trick-or-treating and walk even half a step without some bloodthirsty creature of the night trying to kill me. I'm getting off topic, aren't I? Anyway, once those sharp-pointed teeth dig into his neck, Matt is turned into a vampire. Compelled by his newfound thirst, Matt goes back to the house to try and suck Ed and Tom's blood, both times failing spectacularly in his face. He goes for Ed first, but is forced into taking him to dinner and a movie. Must be a dine-in theater. And when he gets home, he mistakes Tom for a pile of garlic and bites into it, which raises the question of why Tom would have a pile of garlic in his room to begin with. Then before he can make a second attempt, Ed and Tom end up accidentally killing themselves after playing with a mega steak machine gun. Hold up. Tom has two of the things that vampires are weak to, the garlic in his room and now this. So did he know that vampires were roaming around and buy all this stuff to protect himself? Well, obviously that didn't work out so well for him, but what about Matt? Well, without any blood to suck, the sun comes up and he decides to go for a walk, only to spontaneously combust until only his eyeballs are left.
Oh well, at least Ed's dead.
For some reason that closing line makes me a little uncomfortable now. So there we go, that's the entire episode, and what an event. I'm pretty much used to Eddsworld episodes having weird scenarios at this point, and Matt Sucks is no exception. Here's what I find interesting though. Like in 25 Feet Under the Sea, the humor in this episode is surprisingly toned down, aside from the steak gun and maybe the ending. And again, like with 25 Feet Under the Sea, it's kinda refreshing to see an Eddsworld episode do this. But one thing that Matt Sucks has over 25 Feet is that the jokes are just a little bit funnier. A bat flies up in front of Ed's house, making you think it's Matt, but then Matt just falls from the sky right on top of the bat. Although I like 25 Feet Under the Sea for its more laid-back tone, I still think a few weirder moments would have made it funnier. Matt Sucks doesn't have this setback. It's still a bit more relaxed, which is odd considering Matt's an actual vampire throughout a majority of the episode, but it knows when to have eccentric bits of comedy and when to just have the characters be themselves. When it comes to its humor, it seems to work a little better. Matt Sucks isn't the biggest and grandest Halloween special that the show has done, but I can proudly say that I enjoy watching it a lot more now than I used to back then. It maybe could have done a little more with the idea of Matt being a vampire, and perhaps it could be a bit funnier if Ed and Tom try to kill him not knowing that it was Matt. But it's clearly just supposed to be a simple little Halloween cartoon, and as simple little Halloween cartoons go, it's still very enjoyable. And despite what the title might make you think, this episode really doesn't suck.